So there's a few tips and tactics that I've learned over the last 25 years in helping thousands and thousands of home buyers, especially first-time home buyers, is that they get so fixed on interest rates and what the interest rate alone does for a housing obligation. So today I want to talk about a few things that I think are so important for first-time home buyers and ways that we can help save money and get you into home ownership. The first and foremost thing is there's never no perfect time to buy, right? I think if there's one thing that I've learned over the last 25 years is there's only been one cycle that we've seen values decline, and it happened to be in 2009. Yes, we had a housing crash. The foundation of the marketplace was built on bankruptcy rates were sky high going into that cycle, and loan parameters and guidelines were allowing individuals to do a lot of things that just quite frankly no longer exist. So as we talk about what is the right time to buy, if we look at the majority of homes and home values, even in the last number of years where we've heard so much talk about the housing market declining, we have seen increases of anywhere between 2 and 5%. So when we talk about what is the right time to buy is when it's right for you, the consumer. Can we get you into an affordable payment is the most valuable thing. Does this payment fit into your budget needs? Okay, whether you're a renter or a buyer, can you afford a combined payment? Number two is, as an individual that's been in real estate and mortgages for 25 years, I myself have owned a couple properties and I've had 5 or 6 mortgages on those properties. So the only thing we can do is negotiate well, right? We can always look to refinance and lower interest rates as the market presents them. But if we fail to buy at a lower price and wait 2, 3, 4 years, we've now added $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 more in home costs that we could have potentially avoided by being in the marketplace sooner. Another thing that blows my mind is, as younger individuals, as first-time buyers, we're so willing to rent with our friends, but how about maybe buying with our friends? Maybe if affordability is a challenge, let's buy our first property with those very roommates that we're willing to rent with year over year. You might as well be building equity as a group than renting and paying someone else's mortgage payment for them. So I think that's something that's so misunderstood and seems to get missed, is why is the willingness to purchase together something that we don't do, but we'll rent together all the time. So recently I've been working with a number of couples that are, clearly earlier in their relationship. They're not married, for instance, they're just simply dating. They've chosen to purchase together. As an example of this, I recently had another couple clients that were renting during college, right? And often we go to campus and we're paying ridiculous amounts of rent from landlords on campus. And so we often will get families that come together to help purchase a home for a number of students that are going to be, on campus for the next 4 or 5 years. So there's a number of ways to come together to get into home ownership versus, renting and again, paying someone else's mortgage, if you will. Some other secrets that I think that often get missed is, we look at this as an individual game, and not everyone comes from the same households or same situations, but there's things such as gifts that are allowed from family members. Maybe, we need assistance qualifying because of income. There's something called non-occupant co-borrowers that we can utilize in some cases. So maybe a parent could help co-sign for you if they're willing to do so. So there's a number of hacks that we can use to get over maybe credit challenges, income challenges, down payment challenges. And so that all begins with this foundational dialogue of getting pre-approved, consulting with loan officer professional, real estate professionals to be able to get you positioned and outline what is an option for you in 2025 for home ownership. So let's begin that conversation. Let's click on the link below. I'd love to schedule time to at minimum have a conversation and discuss what you are looking to do in 2025.